Welcome to our introductory video on PSEL Standard 7 and DPAS Component 4, narrated by Dr. Sharon Pepukayi.
As the school leader role becomes more multifaceted, it's clear that a single person or small team of administrators cannot lead a school alone. A successful leader must build a professional community that empowers teachers and staff to meet the complex needs of today's schools. For much too long, teaching was primarily private, with teachers working in classrooms in isolation. An effective leader will change this perception by breaking down the barriers and developing a professional community that includes collaborative planning and problem solving, shared views of student work and teacher curriculum, and engagement in peer observations. But this doesn't happen by coincidence. Building a collaborative professional community takes intentional planning by the school leader. First, the leader needs to be dedicated to a shared vision with a clear mission and vision with goals focused on a professional culture of engagement and commitment. This means the mission conveys a sense of hope that improvement is possible, committed to the success of each student, and focused on students with the belief that every student is capable of learning. A professional community is both academically anchored and outcome-focused. Finally, the responsibility for the success of the community is collective and always focused on improving. You will recognize a professional community because its goals will be clear and concrete with clear expectations that are established collectively. Beyond clearly articulating the shared vision, the leaders must create an infrastructure that promotes collaboration and shifts how teachers think about, talk about, and go about their daily work. Work must be purpose-driven, and the purpose is always on student learning and instructional practices. Research is clear. Teachers are fundamental to school improvement. As a result, the leader must ground activities in collaboration to provide opportunities that will build the capacity of teachers and staff. Lastly, with the systems in place, the school community will see the shift to shared leadership and away from the long-held belief that teaching is for teachers and leading is for administrators. Teachers should be participating in decision-making, assuming formal and informal leadership roles in the school, and engaging with colleagues to improve instructional practices. In a professional community for teachers and staff, adult learning looks different. The faculty will initiate school improvement practices and lead professional learning for their colleagues. This approach to learning leads to open, productive, caring, and trusting working relationships, a tenet of PSEL 7. What does all of this mean? Simply put, leaders must foster a culture to empower and entrust others to meet the academic, social, emotional, and physical needs of each student. This is reflected in PSEL Standard 7 and in DPAS Component 4, called Leadership for the Learning Community. Being aware of the opportunities for collaboration and setting expectations for professional relationships is a first step, which would be developing on the DPAS rubric. Leaders need to collaborate with the school staff to provide engaging opportunities for collaborative, job-embedded professional learning. The opportunities are aligned to the school's shared vision, mission, and core values. These are qualities and activities associated with emerging on the DPAS rubric. Continuing up the spectrum of expert professional practices to an accomplished level, we'll see leaders move beyond collaboration and beginning to foster faculty-initiated improvements within a caring, productive, and trusting staff. The leader is not only sustaining excellent working relationships across the school, but evaluating the effectiveness of systems to continue the improvement of teacher practices. Finally, a distinguished leader in this area would be entrusting others to meet the needs of each student through systems that ensure collective responsibility for meeting the academic, social, and emotional needs of each student. If you are evaluating a school leader for this component, you might think about a couple specific artifacts or evidences for this standard. The implementation of schedules that provide opportunities for meaningful collaboration. Routine professional development planned and delivered by staff. Peer observations to promote teachers learning from one another. Teachers and staff routinely and openly suggesting ideas related to school improvement. Establish goals, individually or team, that were set collaboratively to align with the school's mission, vision, and core values. Having a professional community for teachers and staff matters. Research is clear for both the adults and students with the school community. Schools will experience reduced teacher turnover, stronger connections with parents, lower numbers of student suspensions, and reduced dropout rates.